Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? How was your week? I want to let you guys know that our phone lines are open. Please give us a call. I have a special guest today by the name of Slick Sean. So before we go into anything, I wanted to announce that just in case you guys were not aware, I am founder and CEO of a human justice organization called We See You Human Justice Organization, WE, the letter C, the letter U, Human Justice Corporation. Always feel free to contact the corporation if you're having any problems that have to do with your civil rights. That's what we're here for. I also wanted to let you guys know. Okay, well, first, let's start here. I would like to give a moment of silence for George Floyd. If we could at least give him 10 seconds, that's the least we could do under the circumstances. So if we could, please give George Floyd 10 seconds of silence. Okay. Under the circumstances of this that has happened, it is a situation that is very hurtful and disturbing to see what took place. I wanted to make everyone aware that DKM Media Group and Associates will be having a live event on the 14th of June. We're having a Zoom meeting tonight at 8 p.m. to prepare this has happened. Meeting. Anybody who wants to join in, please contact me via my messenger or the many ways you guys can contact me via social media. And please, as a nation, let's unite and let's stop these killings. It has to stop. It is enough. We are all angry. It is enough. So if you guys could, I want to make sure that we all start preparing for this and use your talents in many different ways. Let's get the whole Georgia state together on this. We weren't even over the Ahmaud Arbery situation a week and a half ago that we're just hearing of his death 2 months ago. And then we're sitting here now dealing with George Floyd, who was just murdered right in front of all of our faces. Slick Sean, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you? I can't complain at all. How about yourself?
I'm okay. Angry about this, these killings, but I'm okay. I wanted to ask you before we get started with our interview, what is your take on this whole George Floyd situation and Ahmaud Arbery?
Yeah, I'm going to start with Ahmaud Arbery. The whole situation, it's got me furious. You know, they've come out with a lot of propaganda videos to try to paint Ahmaud in a certain light, but you know, we can't fall for that. You know, there was no reason to justify them hunting him down and killing him. Kind of reminded me of the Trayvon Martin situation. Absolutely. Like, you can't take it upon yourself to follow someone, you know, things like that. And the other situation with Floyd, it really messed up. I hadn't even watched the video. I hadn't brought myself to watch the video in its entirety. I tried to watch it, and then like when he started like putting his knee into his neck, and I couldn't, you know, just out of just pure frustration. And then I saw another post where there was like 4 cops on this man. It was like 3-4 cops on this man. And Absolutely. There was another cop like standing in the way, like basically daring anybody to try to come up and stop it. But it really makes me mad because we got to stop recording and start helping these people. If anything, deter the situation. I'm not saying get yourself in that position or, hey, if you must go to jail, but if you're going to save a life, if I go to jail just on a slap on the wrist to save a life, just for telling an officer stop and just walking up to the officer, maybe not touching the officer. But I saw a video of Denzel Washington. He got in between the police and a homeless man in California, and the dude went to jail, but it diffused the situation, maybe saved the dude's life. So we got to start doing things similar to that.
You know, I wish you would have called the Morning Glow this morning, because that was exactly what we were talking about on Way Out Wednesday. And many people said that maybe if more people would, instead of videotaping, just step in or say stop or get in between, just it might just save a life, and more of us start doing it. I don't think protesting, I believe it just goes away. After a while, it just goes away. We forget. And then here comes another incident, and then we remember again. So please, if at all possible, and I'm asking, we're heard nationwide, we're heard worldwide. Please contact me, contact Rahim Ajame, contact dkmradio.com, DKM Media Group and Associates. If you'd like to be involved in this in any way possible, to go ahead and help. And Slick Sean, if you do have the time, or you do have some friends and family that you'd like to get together, we would greatly appreciate you getting involved with this as well, to make sure that we can help other people around the nation not be killed of our brown and black complexion.
I'm down. And if you need anything from me, any kind of help or assistance, I'm down for that. I stand behind things like that for sure.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. I wanted to see if we can go ahead and have the song be, well, the first song that I picked out played. And it was Beach in Sonora.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that they're ready. If they're not ready, maybe I kind of threw them off.
Okay. Well, I can talk about the song while they're.
Yes, go ahead and talk about it.
Beach in Sonora is featuring some good friends of mine. I call them my super friends. It's Sammy Murray and DPC Music out of Athens, Alabama. And also it was directed by JQ Ellis out of Huntsville, Alabama. That's where I'm from, the Huntsville area. I'm now an ATLian, and I love linking up with my folks. We shot the video in Huntsville and Panama City Beach, and there was some clips shot actually in Sonora in Bahia de Quino, and basically Quino Bay in Sonora, Mexico.
So, and I wanted to let the listening audience know, I know I've shared some posts because of what happened with Mr. Floyd, and I was, pretty upset, and I've shared some things. But I believe I did share that video, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I did share that video. So, yes. If you guys would like to, if you guys go on my page, and he'll give his information before we log off. He'll give you his information. Is the song ready? They might be having technical difficulties. While we're doing that, while we're waiting on that, sometimes this happens.
I have the song. I'll play it here. But I'll wait on them. You
go ahead if you got it ready.
Deep, but still I drown.
There it is.
In this life of misery. Sitting back thinking when life wasn't complicated. On one hand I love it and the other hate it. Lost my mama here one day, she gone tomorrow. One thing is certain and that is sorrow. I smile on the outside, tears of a clown. Blood waist deep, but still I drown. Suffocating in this life of misery. Only time I feel alive is at the beach. Sometimes I feel you done forgot me. And if that's true, I don't know what I would do. Either way, it is above me now. Okay. The only thing that I know to be true.
It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing. Yeah, yeah,
happiness, pain, love, everything in between, and all the above. Internet still undefeated. No matter the outcome, you still won't please them or beat them. They smile on the outside, tears of a clown. They flood waist deep, but still they drown. Suffocating in this life of misery. Only time they feel alive when pressing keys. Sometimes I feel you forgot me. And if that's true, I don't know what I would do. Either way, it is above me now. The only thing that I know to be true.
It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing on the beach in Sonora.
For reasons I can't understand, nobody wanna see you doing better than them. And hating's at an all-time high. No love for self, and I just can't see why. It's just crazy. I smile on the outside, tears of a clown. They flood waist deep, but still I drown. Suffocating in this life of misery. Only time I feel alive is at the beach. Sometimes I feel you forgot me. And if that's true, I don't know what I would do.
Come on now.
Either way, it is above me now. The only thing that I know to be true.
It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing. Yeah, 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 yeah. It feels like breathing on the beach in Sonora.
Now that's
Right.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, little riding song, right? Just drop the windows, get the AC, or throw the AC on too.
You don't even know. I'm a beach person. The beach is like the most relaxing place for me in the whole wide world.
It is.
I heard that song. I just pictured me just laying there listening to the waves and just jamming to that. I was like, okay, that's what's up. I really like it.
Right. That's right.
Now I'm going to go back and because I know we kind of skipped. I wanted the audience to get a little feel for you and your music and part of the the many talents that you have. So Slick Sean, I know you already told us that you're originally from Alabama, but tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, a little bit about me. I started in the entertainment field, writing poetry. I just was writing, amongst myself. And then when I was in high school, I started making tapes to send to my friends at school. I was rapping. Some of my favorite artists growing up were rappers like LL Cool J, Slick Rick, hence the name Slick Sean. Just in homage to some of the greats, storytellers. I love telling stories. And after that, I just kind of been doing music and just dropping music. And recently I've gotten into things like acting, making beats. I'm hosting interviews now, producing videos, and even got some pilots in the working, popping off for some TV shows, maybe some Netflix. You may see some of my work on Netflix in the next 5 years or so, something like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you know what? We always have to put God first. I'm gonna tell you one thing: you put Him
That's
first,
right.
and you know what? At the end of the day, He gonna take you to all them places and more than you ever thought of. Now you know that we are DKM Media Group and Associates. We are TV, we are radio, and we are a magazine. So I'm gonna have you come back and help us out with some of those skills.
I'll be back.
For God's kingdom, of course, for God's kingdom. So
I'll be back.
I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much. And I want you guys to know that last month when I had my panel of poets, Slick Sean got away on me. He snuck out on me because I totally forgot to get back with him. We spoke about it, we knew about it, and he was one of the three. There was three of them. So I'm just kind of glad to have you back here because of those multi-talents that you have. And God continue to bless you. And I truly mean that. God continue to, keep you going forward and not only using that for, for, for whatever it is that, you want to do, like say the beach or whatever, but just to help somebody. You don't know how music, how maybe something you produce, praying over it and putting God first will go ahead and could save a life. Remember that. So
yes, okay,
I'm real big on that. I'm real big on that. So, and I think you kind of answered that for us, but I'll ask again. What inspires you to write music? What is it? What is that? Oh man, is it when you're angry? Is it when you're just like, I'm bored? Is it just like, man, I just seen like this happen or that happen? Or is it just I dream about something?
For the most part, some of my best music has been if I'm going through a hard time or if I'm really strong about social injustices. Like I got a song, Hail to the King, that speaks on things like that. And so things like that, they drive and inspire me to write, but also just the fact of creating, the thought of taking something that was not there, then it became a thought, then it became a beat, and now it's a visual, and people are like telling me how they enjoy it or it inspires them. Those things are beautiful, to be able to do things like that.
Absolutely. That's what's up. And I was going to tell the audience, I was going to say, y'all, this man has a lot of talent. And I mean, you were able to sneak some of that on me. Is there anything else, or on them? Is there anything else that you like to add to that, that that you do on the side, that you do for the community? Anything else that you'd like to add to that, that maybe, kind of you didn't speak about a few minutes ago?
Well, one thing I like to do is anything that's for the community event. If you need an artist, just reach out to me. I'll do it pro bono, free. I'll perform for free just for the cause. I also do graphics. I'm the owner of my label, like Young Jeezy said back in the days. Sign yourself. I basically signed myself about 10 years ago, and I've been marketing, promoting myself. I have a couple of artists that I've worked with on the publishing side. So I'm a full-fledged record company, independent company. Like I said, I do graphics. I do drone operation. I have a drone that I work with. So if anybody needs like drone services, I also do that as well. And I'm a writer. I write music, film, video, anything. I direct.
I'm waiting for it.
And
I said I was going to mention it today.
I do spoken word poetry as well. Is that what you're talking about?
No. He's capable of writing books, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Writing books.
Right. we do have an event that's called Book Your Book through DKM Media Group and Associates. And I told them that I'm going to motivate him, because when I have my panel of poets that went up, everybody had the talent of, I'm either trying to start a book, I'm in the middle of a book. So keep it going. I'm going to message you.
Okay.
One time a week. I'm going to be like, you working on that book yet? Because I'm going to purchase your first one and I want it signed. And I'm not one of those that likes, your talent for free. I like to go ahead and pay, because everyone should be paid for their work, unless it's something, of course, that you're doing pro bono for the community or whatever. Yeah. That's different. But I'm one of those that I'll pay for your book. So I'm going to be waiting for it. I'm going to be the first one to buy it.
Okay. All right. You keep me focused on that. I'll definitely. I've been wanting to do it now. Don't get me wrong. So it's coming down the pipeline. You never know.
That's right.
Do cookbooks count?
Hey, any kind of book
Any
counts.
kind of
Any
book.
kind
All
of
right.
book counts. Look, and he's a cook too.
Right. I don't play with that grill, so it might be a cookbook. You never know. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. Uh,
Oh, that was funny. So now to my next question. COVID. First, I'll ask you, COVID, before I ask the question I'm going to ask,
mhm.
what is your take on the whole COVID thing, the social distancing? Have you taken it serious? Do you actually wear those masks? Do you actually wear the gloves? What is your take on all of that?
Wow, the whole COVID thing kind of caught us all by surprise because my financial goals was they hit different right before COVID, and after COVID, my financial goals are a little bit different. I've had to kind of maneuver things that I was going to do and do more saving types of things. The whole social distancing, I've been doing it, but I have been getting out. So one thing I want to express to everyone out there, don't just sit and hide like you off in a cave because you got to get out there. Like Tyler Perry said, you got to get vitamin D. We as people of color, we have lots of melanin. We lack vitamin D. We need to get sun. We don't need to be hiding, but definitely need to be social distancing. As much as we can. I feel like most of us have been exposed to it in some form or fashion, but you definitely keep up on your health. Make sure you eat right. Make sure you think straight. Like if you're depressed, make sure you go see your therapist because a lot of times your immune system will be weaker if you're depressed. So you got to look at everything as a whole, and we can't just hide in a corner with this COVID-19 just because they say that black people are dying more. That doesn't mean that we're the only ones catching it, but we do need to make sure we keep ourselves healthy as if it was the flu. We know it's worse than the flu, but make sure you take care of yourself mentally and physically, which I'm not perfect on, but hey, I'm still focused on working on that. I just bought a treadmill like for the house, no more money to the gym memberships.
I know that's what's up.
I got a therapist on deck. I got a plug for the therapist, so in case I'm feeling, some kind of way, I can talk it out with my therapist. So I really ask people to do those things. Take care of yourself. Anytime. That's without COVID.
Without COVID.
Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I need some of that gym motivation, man.
Right.
I was telling myself right before COVID, because I don't like to make these New Year resolution things. You know, they just never really work out. I just
Right.
like making goals and, work like that. I was
Right.
telling myself right before all of this hit, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a gym membership. I'm going to go ahead and focus again because I'm one of these that I'll go to the gym for like a year and then I take a break for like a year and a half. Right? So I've been on a diet for like the whole winter. I'm like, okay, so I kept telling myself, okay, so I'm going to maintain the weight and then it won't be so bad when I go to the gym. So then all of this happens and I'm like, so I'm not going to the gym anytime soon. That's for sure. I'm one of these people. Okay, yes, go out, run your errands if you have to. Do what you have to do. Live your life. You know what I'm saying? But I am one of these people that does wear my gloves. I do it, and I don't wear my mask like the wrong way. I wear my mask, the way you're supposed to. So, and I make sure that my family does as well. Everyone in my household. So, with that being said, I don't understand, and this is really to our community, us brown and black folks. We have got to protect ourselves. Okay, don't not wear your mask. Do not use your gloves. Do not sanitize your hands. I mean, which the sanitizer, I think it's something that should have been done already anyways. However, wash your hands as needed, whatever. Just keep those regular routines. I actually went to the bank, and it's a quick story because we're interviewing you. This isn't about me. I went to the bank. Long story short, I guess with this whole COVID, I kind of, throw things away. Don't, mail come and go. And somehow I threw away my debit card, right? So I go to the bank. I'm like, I know nobody's used the card. I know what I did. I know where it's at,
Yeah.
I called because you have to make an appointment and they schedule you. So when I go to the bank, I had gloves on or whatever. I try not to touch much. I do my transaction or whatever I got to do. I get my card and they turn around and as I'm walking out the bank, I use my elbow, I get out, and then I take out my gloves and I, toss them in the trash. And the guy just, he was holding the door for me. He said, wow, can you please give training to everybody else in Georgia who keeps the gloves on and goes to the car? I'm like, no. They don't get it. I said, the reason why is because I have some medical training. So I know to take them off and then, put some new ones on whenever I go do something else. Obviously, I'm not going to need the same gloves when I get into my car, so that's already my germs or whatever. But anyway, I just thought that, okay, wow. So
I was thinking about that. That's
going
one of the
in the
reasons.
car, huh?
I know, right? That's one of the reasons why I don't really wear the gloves, because like whenever I come out of a store, I just sanitize. But I'm glad to hear that you're throwing it away, because I know some people they're taking these gloves and they're not throwing them away like that,
Yes, I'm sorry. It's like, Sean, you'll notice I'm like the queen of those faces, because you are that was that face of yes. And it's like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
First of all, it's disgusting. And second of all, come on, but consider the next human being and consider, like I say, and I tell people when it comes to COVID, think of yourself and think of everyone else. Well, think of yourself, to protect everyone and protect yourself. Think of yourself as a walking bomb. And with that being said, that may motivate you to put on that mask to not get yourself sick, but think of yourself as if you're getting everyone else sick. And that when people get that in their mind, it might make you think, you know what, I am going to protect others by protecting myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, this goes to my next question. How has COVID-19 affected your career? Like right now with everything going on?
One thing it's affected is I haven't been able to shoot like a video that I've been really wanting to shoot. I got 2 videos that I'm kind of behind on that I haven't been able to shoot. I got this great content, that I'm putting out, and I haven't been able to shoot the videos and also not perform in person. But I've been making, really good use of Zoom and Facebook and doing interviews and shows. So that's been really fun, things like that. But other than like going to the studio, and I'll share a quick story. I was speaking with my homeboy Fuego at OIL Studios here in the Atlanta area, and I had to ask him questions like, hey man, do you guys sanitize the studio after people leave? Is the microphone cleaned off? Questions you wouldn't dream about asking.
I would have brought my own Lysol. I would have been like
right, but those are the questions that I'm asking now before going to the studio. But it's brought out the inner beat maker in me. I started making my own beats, and I have a lot of programs that I can record on. So, I may make myself better through COVID. That's what we got to do. We got to come out of this better than we were when we went in. As hard as things are, it's gonna make us, like diamonds. They get forged in that roughness. So we got to come out shining, y'all. I believe we can do it.
Have you used the time though to write more music since something's been on hold? Have you? Okay, so I'll tell you a secret. I actually am almost done writing a book. And I took this time to do that. Some things came to me while I was in meditation, praying to God, of course. Some things came to me. I have some projects coming up that, I got it right up there. But it's a professional planning book. So I've just been writing and writing and writing and writing. And these are all like things that came up to me because I don't have time. I didn't realize I wasn't slowing down. Like it was like good. I was like, I needed this. I
Hmm.
needed to be at home doing studio time where we do, the shows that we do through DKM Media Group and Associates, and helping people through my human justice organization. I needed to be home and focusing on that rather than just being out doing this, doing that, doing a million and one things. I don't know. Was that the same for you?
Yeah, it's like, man, I've truly found something within me. I found myself in a sense because I had stopped making beats for many, many years because I didn't have time, because I was always promoting me as an artist, promoting, marketing myself and things like that. But, things have slowed down a bit, and I got 3, 4 hot tracks I done made, I'm working on I got a new album that's about to come out, and I just dropped one in August of last year. So I'll
Okay.
be releasing another album before, 12 months has passed since the last one. So,
Let me
like,
know when you do, and I'll be sure to purchase it. Let me know
right.
when you
Like Andre said, you're only funky as your last cut. You
do.
focus on
Never
the
know,
past,
that's
you'll be a
right.
half. What?
And that went on to my next question. You're jumping ahead on me.
Am I?
You're
Oh,
jumping
my
ahead
bad.
on me. It's funny because I had it all planned out, and Slick Sean, well, they'll tell you if you talk to them off air.
Mhm.
Anybody from the station, I'm really OCD, so everything has
Oh,
to be in order.
and I'm
I'm
I'm I'm I'm a
like,
disruptor
wait a
right
minute.
now. I'm disrupting.
It's all good though. It's not your fault. It's
Good,
me.
good.
I'm working on me. I was really bad about faces. I'm getting better about the faces.
Mhm.
I am Puerto Rican, and we have a problem with the faces. So I am really working on it.
Mhm.
I've been known to make very obvious faces when I disagree on something. So
No.
y'all, I'm working on that, and I'm working on it still. So we're gonna get there. Be, Besides what you just mentioned, are there any other projects that you're working on right now that you're like, yo, this is like something really good that I'm doing that I can't wait, like the new song you're about to drop? And please be sure to tag me on it, so that
Okay.
my followers can see as well and listen
Yeah.
to as well.
I'm working on a single. Now that you mentioned this is, I hadn't spoken to anyone about this, so this is some hot off the press stuff.
Get
I'm working
exclusive.
on a single. It's a quarantine single, basically talking about the COVID-19, the Rona, whatever you want to call it. Basically talking about social distancing and things like that. So be looking for that. It's coming down the pipeline. And like I said, album. I know I jumped the gun a little bit on that. Working on an album, and also there's a pilot I'm working on, a pilot or two. I'm working on with this one pilot I'm working on with my homie Fresh in Huntsville, Alabama. Shout out to Fresh, and we working on a pilot, and also got another pilot that I'm going to be working on very soon. Once I get this album done and out the
Mhm.
way, I'll have that recorded at least. Then I'll be working on some film things.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I've always wanted to do well when okay, I'm 29, but when I was a little bit younger, let's just say that I wanted to always try that performing type thing, right? So I was terrified. You'll notice, like, well, you don't. I'm comfortable now because I'm at home, but
Mhm.
even when I go to the studio, I still get nervous, and I do this
Yeah.
all the time. It's kind of weird. So maybe that's why, I don't know, I wouldn't feel like maybe I'd be good. And it's kind of interesting because I've had a few people I've introduced that are in the film industry, and they
Mhm.
tell me, the fact that you just something about you, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm afraid I don't think I could, So anyway, it's just kind of interesting to me because and then they'll say, I think you'd be great. I'm like, no, because I think that's their way of trying to see if I will or if I won't.
Uh-huh.
Um, um, do it. So I'm like, wait a minute, you're not going to trick me into saying, well, maybe, like, no.
Hey, I might hit you up. I cast. I'm a caster too. I can see talent too. I know talent for sure. That's a good thing, about me, being in the industry for, at least 20 years, in and out, I can see talent, so if I see a talent, I'll reach out to somebody and be like, hey, let's do a song, and boom, it'll happen. I've done a lot of collaborations with people. So maybe we can do a song where you speak in Spanish, and I'm doing English. We have like a reggae vibe, hip hop.
You don't want me to sing.
You don't have no chops.
I
Right.
don't know. I sung in Spanish one time. I sung Happy Birthday in Spanish, and for some reason everybody liked it, but I think it's just because it was different. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I do have one of my children. She is an incredible singer.
Mhm.
She does a lot of performing type VOs and all of that. She can be found online. Her name's very similar to mine, and she can be found. She's multi-talented, very creative, and all of that good stuff, and young and beautiful. So she'd be a better one to ask.
Well, yeah, tell her I'm always willing to work with artists. If it's either writing something for them or she ain't even got to write it. I'll write it for her, and all she got to do is sing it. However she want to do it, unless she wants to write it herself, it don't even matter.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a question for you, and I'm throwing. I'm just throwing it at you. We didn't talk about this one.
Okay.
What is your go-to song when you are not in such a good mood to lift you up?
My go-to song when I'm not in a good mood, I would say it would probably be Kanye West Stronger. That was when Ye was in his bag. He was really on top of his thing,
Okay,
So,
we'll say
yeah.
that. We'll say that. Yeah. Kanye is very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented, and is doing a lot for the Lord's kingdom right now. And I hope he continues doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there to him for a while, but
Yeah. Who knows?
I guess
Maybe
we
he'll
all
come
go
back
through
around.
mental issues, huh?
Maybe he'll come back around.
I think he already is.
Yeah.
I've seen some things. I don't know if they're true on social media. You see things here and there. I don't know if they're true, but it seems like, I think he will. I think it's just, sometimes we deal with mental issue which reminds me, and I wanted to say this to the listening audience. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. Please, if you're having any type of mental issues, anything, PTSD, anxiety, other things that we go through, bipolar, schizophrenia, just many things, suicidal thoughts, depression, please seek mental health. You're not alone. I've dealt with a therapist. As you've seen, Slick Sean said, he deals with his. We all need that at some point in our life for whatever the reason. So please be sure to look for that. And I didn't even think of that when you mentioned that. Be sure to seek that help. And you guys can always reach out to me. So you guys know I'm pretty transparent about everything that's gone on in my life. I have nothing to hide. I am who I am, and to God be the glory. I'm still here. I'm alive, and I'm just kicking. And so just please be sure, you guys, to seek mental health. Now, while we have a minute, I wanted to go ahead, and he mentioned the song earlier. What was it? See if you remember. Hail
to the King.
There we go. To see if we can get that song played. For you, Slick Sean, because I really like this one. It was my personal favorite. And I wanted you guys to take a peep at it.
Hail to the king, hail to the king, and lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, hail to the king, lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from evil. I'm on my way to we need love in the world today. People still getting shot, still getting sprayed. We used to fist fight, lose and fight another day. Now today, if you lose, they gon' pray at your way. We used to make children play outside all day. Now today, if you don't watch them, they could be missing and found with no internal organs at all. A body full of newspaper to fill the void. Politicians, man, they prey on the poor. And our president will probably put us in a world war. Ain't nobody really got your best interest in mind. So unkind and entwined about me and mine. When was the last time you asked if someone was fine or didn't decline when they needed help out of bond? That's why I get down on my knees and pray. For years I've been hearing we living in the last days. Hail to the king, hail to the king, hail to the king, and lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, hail to the king, lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from evil. I'm on my way. And what's going on in the world today? People rather be petty, and it's sad to say. Right now, a human trafficking transaction going down like a Game of Thrones. It ain't that many crowns. People worship idols, treat these stars like they're gods. If only you knew the true power you possess inside. Or you'll put on for the gram, but won't put on for your fam. Then the 4th of July, you're dressing like Uncle Sam. Cops still murdering unarmed blacks, but you won't hear nothing about it unless there's a hashtag. And God bless the child that hold they own, and you can't wait. I'll wait till Sunday just to right your wrongs. Been dripping out my soul into this microphone. There's no shadows in the valley when the lights are on. I get down on my knees and pray. For years I've been hearing we living in the last days. Hail to the king, hail to the king, hail to the king, and lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, hail to the king, lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from evil. I'm on my way. Politicians, man, they prey on the poor. And our president will probably put us in a world war. Ain't nobody really got your best interests in mind. So unkind and entwined about me and mine. When was the last time you asked if someone was fine or didn't decline when they needed help out of bond? That's why I get down on my knees and pray. For years I've been hearing we're living in the last days. Hail to the king, hail to the king, hail to the king, and lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, hail to the king, lords of lords, lords of lords. May he protect us from evil. I'm on my way. Hail to the king, and lords of lords. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, lords of lords. May he protect us from evil.
Rewind selector.
This is my favorite. That is what's up. Do your thing.
Appreciate you.
What inspired you to write that song? Like everything you say in it is like what we're dealing with today. What inspired that song?
Well, I'm a bit of an empath, so a lot of things I've been feeling on what's been going on in the world. I wanted to be able to express that and let people, see what I'm saying and understand that, these times that we're in and just hear it in lyrics, so because we get too normalized to things, but when you hear it, you're like, wow, things are crazy. But just the times that we're in, the things that are going on, wanted to make sure I shed light on certain things, that we just get normalized to.
Absolutely. And see, that's what it seems like. And man, I would really, really, really appreciate if you can make it to that town hall event that we have coming up. I don't have the date. It's the 14th of June, I think I said. I would
Mhm.
really appreciate if you can make the time to make it out there.
Is it virtual or it's going to be like in person?
It's going to be in person.
Okay, yeah. Shoot
It's
me the
going to
info.
be,
I'll pull up. Just shoot me the where the location is.
I
Is that on the
will.
weekend or?
I will. And if you need masks or gloves, I would. I
Oh
still
no,
say be safe.
I'm gonna
I
come
still say be
prepped.
safe. Huh?
I'm gonna come prepped.
As we all need to. Slick Sean, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and go on to my next segment, but I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
It's Wind Up Wednesday with Kira. Kira, are you on?
Okay.
Kira.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
I'm good. I took my headset out, so maybe that was why I couldn't hear it first.
It's okay.
But
I know you have a change in routine, so I wanted to make sure the same thing that happened last week didn't happen again, because I know some of my listeners look forward to Wind Up Wednesday with Kira. So I wanted to make sure
no
that you
problem
got
at
in this
all.
week.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for those two songs. They were like really good, and I
Absolutely.
was like, play it again. But
Appreciate it.
thanks for that. And it is Wind Up Wednesday. I'll give you my contact information first, just in case anybody wants to reach out to me. I can be reached on Instagram at WOTM_notes and the number one. And my website, KiraDavon.com, KearaDavon.com. And it is Wind Up Wednesday, and I just want to share a few words with everyone. The first one is uplift, support, and love through it. We can all do something beyond what we think we can do. Sometimes our minds think so small and we settle on what we think we can do, but just remember you can go beyond that. Pray, listen, and go. Go in God's order, strength, power, and authority, and love. I want to also remind people again that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I encourage everyone to just take a minute to invest in yourself, invest in time for you, some self care. We can't really go to the salons and the shops and things like that, but self care is beyond that. So I would suggest and encourage everyone to invest in a counselor, invest in a life coach. If you want to call me, I'm a life coach. Invest in a psychologist. So just take some time for you, reflect on some of the things that you may not have had time to do in the past. And just remember now is the time, just because they opened up the, states, if you can see my air quotes, and the economy, that doesn't mean that the, coronavirus or COVID went away. That just means they're trying to make sure that the economy doesn't go bankrupt. That has nothing to do with your health. So whether it be physical health or mental health. So I just, want to encourage everyone, remember, uplift, support, and love through it. And we can take that extra step to pray, listen, and go. Go in God's order. Thanks, Anna.
You're welcome. And I appreciate you taking the time to come on real quick and give that motivational speech because I think they need that. And you guys, Kira, between you guys, this is my little secret. Kira is who I call when I'm in need of someone to speak with that can help and motivate me and uplift me again, because there's a lot that comes in with being being at home and having a special needs teenager. It's not an easy ordeal for anyone. So she's helped me out a lot through this whole COVID situation. So just keep that in mind. Kira, are you still on or did you log off?
Yes. No, I'm here. I'm here.
And I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking out of your time because I know you have a really busy schedule, especially now. And I will forward you the links to be able to listen to more of Slick Sean's music. I thought it's pretty awesome too. It's that laid back, good, music that I think we're used to, not that new stuff that I don't even understand. But hey, hey.
And it had a message, so the message was clear. I appreciated that too.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I really appreciate you calling in. Love you much. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you.
All right. Love you too. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Have a good day.
So now Slick Sean, isn't she like she can just make you like if you're feeling you're like, whoo.
I know, right? Her words are very inspiring. I really did enjoy her words for sure.
Absolutely. She's one of these people that she's a personal good friend of mine. She's one of these people that can you could just be feeling so down and she could just say the right words to just it's like she carries, and if you meet her, she carries like this ray of light behind her, and she didn't say it because she forgets to say it all the time, but and I know she's still listening. She's an actress too, and I think they call themselves actors now. She's an actor, so if you need somebody, she's talented and she's a very beautiful lady, so I will connect you to.
All right, Kiara. Kiara, I'm gonna be tell Kiara I'm gonna be reaching out to her.
So we're down to about 4 minutes. I wanted I don't know if you want to go ahead and pick your song and go ahead and you sing it for us, or if you want to go ahead and just have us play the So Proud song. I'll let you decide.
I'll pick it. I'll play it.
Okay.
And I'll do a performance for it.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the performance.
All right, so this song is titled So Proud, and it's basically to uplift all the females of color, to let everybody know you're beautiful. No stigmatisms at all. You're beautiful just how you are, natural. So let me just cue it up here, and I'll play So Proud. And when I say I'm so proud of you, I want everybody to say, hey, hey. I don't say it that much. I just want to let you know I see the struggle. I'm so proud of you. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Hey, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. For sure. I'm so proud of you. 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 All the things you've been through, ladies. You stay strong, that is amazing. World is tough up on my people. You stay a gem that is unique. Hair thick, you are beauty. That's good hair, listen to me. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Rock them dreads, sport that afro. You slay every time you step out. Black girls rock.
That's what I'm talking about. Braids, curls, twists, eyebrows on fleek. If you never ever heard it, you're hearing it from me. I'm so proud of you. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of my show. I'm so proud of you. 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 You slay every time you step out. Black girls rock, that's what I'm talking about. Braids, curls, twists, eyebrows on fleek. If you never ever heard it, you're hearing it from me. All the things you done been through, ladies. You stay strong, that is amazing. World's tough up on my people. You stay a gem, that is unique. Hair thick, you are beauty. That's good hair, listen to me. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Rock them dreads. Sport that afro. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. Hey, hey. I'm so proud of you. 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 All right, all right.
I thought I was muted again. That's what's up. Oh my gosh. You know what that took me back to?
What?
And you guys, I know this is a Christian station, but at the time he was my favorite artist. And, you know, I will always appreciate his talent. May he rest in peace. That reminded me of Tupac. You know, Pac.
Tupac. Okay. That brother was bad, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He had
He
some
was
very good songs.
ahead of his time. Ahead of his time.
Yes, very,
Way
very.
ahead of his time. So Slick Sean, I wanted to thank you for coming on. Man, you're extra super talented. Please let the listening audience know how you can be reached, and you know, if they need to reach you through social media outlets.
You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Slick Sean. That's SlickShawn. You can go to my website. I post all my videos and new music. My website is realslickshawn.com. That's RealSlickShawn.com. And my music, you can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all the streaming sites. And if you don't have a streaming site, just go to my website and download it and put it on your playlist.
Absolutely. You have been an outstanding, a wonderful interview. Your spirit is so beautiful. God bless you. And I hope to hear from you a lot more for future projects that we can work on together.
God bless.
I will see each and every one of you guys next Wednesday on Lunchtime with Anna, and it'll be the month of June. So I'm not sure what the topic will be, but considering all these things that have been going on with the shootings and stuff, it will probably be something very similar to that. God bless each and every one of you guys, and have a wonderful week. Bye.